Hi everybody and welcome back. Today I have Nico here with me. She might have grown a little bit since you saw her the last time. She has turned 2 years old while we were all looking away. And I have on the other side Akira, my trusty Boston Terrier. And in today's video we are going to take a look at how to teach your dog to relax while you work with the other dog who walked away from me right now. This is a pretty handy exercise. Personally, I needed to teach Nikuya to relax while I was working with Akira because Nikuya would get so extremely over aroused when I worked with Akira that she would pounce on Akira and pin her to the ground. And that's just, let's just say Akira really didn't appreciate that. So we did some foundation work. For you to do this exercise I'm going to do today, you will need to teach your dog to be on a bed, a blanket, a mat, anything of your choice can really do it. I'm going to use the bed because I have it here in my living room. If you don't have the mat cue down yet, you can look up the, please let my watch be, thank you. The Bot on the Dot video series. I will put a link in the video description for you to check it out. Once you have that in order, you can come back to this video. So, you are going to need two dogs. I have one here, and Akira, come along. Really? Thank you. Is it? Thank you. You will need two dogs, a bed, and the exercise I'm going to do with Akira requires a target board like this. But you can do any exercise you want to as long as it's an easy one and your dog know it. This is not the time to teach new things. So I'm going to work with the target board with Akira, and I'm working on the bed with Nikuya at the same time. You are also going to need some rewards. So let's get to it. If you need props, you are going to place them down. This can be exciting for your other dog, so you are going to place them down there, and you are going to reward your dog on the blanket for staying put because she's being awesome right now. So you are positioning yourself between the dogs for easy treat distributing. And let's get to it. So we have the simple exercise over here, the target board. I'm not using a clicker for this specific exercise because Nikuya finds the clicker very funny and she is not very good at relaxing when the clicker is going. So I'm going to reward Akira, and then I'm going to reward Nikuya for being awesome. If your dog truly struggles with being on the mat or the bed or what you choose, you do it the other way around. You reward here on the blanket first because she is being super awesome, and you reward your other dog for doing the exercise they already know. Can you back up a bit? I just told them you know this, honey. So Akira said let's skip to the reset and how to practice that, because the reset exercise is one of the thing that Nikuya and your dog probably too will struggle with, because when I send Akira off, it's super exciting. If you think your dog will struggle with this, you're going to do it this way around. Reward on the blanket and send the other dog away. If you believe that your dog is not going to struggle that much, or you have practiced the other model with rewarding on the blanket and sending the other dog away a few times, you can switch it up and you can send the other dog away and instantly reward over here. Good girl! Yeah, you're not doing it right. Maybe I'm not setting it up right for you. So, Pura, thank you. Good girl. So over time with this exercise, you are going to increase the time between rewards for the dog on the blanket. This means that I can reinforce Akira maybe 2, 3 times. Yeah, they're sticky, not really handy. And then reward Nikoya over at the blanket because she's being awesome. She's being super awesome right now. Good girl. And like this, you just simply increase the difficulty of the blanket. You can also, after a while, once your dog has figured out that the blanket is super awesome while your other dog is working too, the blanket was awesome already, but it's also awesome now. You can switch it up. You can reward fast, like 1. Yeah, you're cool. You get 1 more, and then you can reinforce the other dog 3, 4, 5 times. However skilled your resting dog has become. If you believe that your dog has the same issue with hyperarousal as Nikoya had, and it could potentially be unsafe for your working dog, you will need a little more distance between them. This can be a little more complicated mechanics wise, but it'll serve the dogs better. One of my favorite things to do is actually to toss the rewards to the resting dog, but make sure that you can hit the blanket so she doesn't have to get up to get the rewards. Thank you. So I'm just going to send Akira away once more for the camera, and let's hope that everything goes according to plan. Good girl! Pause. Thank you. Good girl. If you make a user error like I just did, I dropped the treat and it was awfully close to Nikoya, and I'm really proud of her. She did really, really good. Then you simply go quick with the reward. So if you drop your treat like whoa, and Nikoya is being super cool, so you can just quick up with the rewards. Good girl. And remind her that she stayed on the blanket and she is super awesome when she does it. Good girl. Yeah? So good. If you wonder why I take the time to teach the skill to Nikoya, I can tell you that yes, I could absolutely put her behind a baby gate. I have one right next to her bed actually. But when I work with my dogs, I prefer to switch up between them. So I do 1 or 2 exercises with Akira, and then I will switch the dog and I will do 1 or 2 exercises with Nikoya while Akira is on her blanket. And I just really don't want to bother with the gate when there's something I can actually train. You see, management is perfectly fine, and it's a super nice tool to have if you have dogs that struggle with one thing or another. But always take the time to train an alternative skills so we can offer our dogs. Thank you. So we can offer them as much freedom as possible and as little frustration as possible. So that was all for today. Think about what you can teach your dog instead of closing a gate, and happy training, everyone. Good girl. Yeah, and you sucked at all your exercises.